Hi there, in this video I'm going to be showing you the operations behind the scenes for Tafa Bot so that you're able to make an informed decision on whether or not this is a good opportunity for you to join. Now, before I signed on, I feel like I didn't have all the information given to me. And many times when people are trying to sell you something, they're only going to tell you the good sides of it. They won't tell you the things that they think would hinder their sale. Many people are just about the money that they want to make. And I like people, I hate seeing people get scammed. And I know people are looking for ways to earn passive income. And, so many times people will end up getting scammed. Now, Tafabot is not a scam because essentially they don't have access to your capital. But um, is it profitable? That's exactly what I want to show. We're all looking to make profit. Before I signed on, I'd been asking. As a matter of fact, I'd created a Tafa account 8 months ago, but I didn't activate. I didn't subscribe because I've had a lot of experience with crypto trading bots, and none of them has delivered. Most of them can make money in an uptrend, but when there's a market crash, and crypto is very volatile. Most of the bots cannot handle the losses that are incurred when the market turns against you. Now, Tafa Bot is supposed to be a futures trading bot meaning it can trade both sides of the market. But I'll just show you my experience. And so I've used, as I said, a number of bots. I've used spot trading bots like Royal Q that made money only in the uptrend. I've used EasyBot. I've used CoinTech. There's been Meta Futures. They've all had the same problem. Consistently being able to deliver profits has been elusive. So before I signed on, I kept asking, are there floating losses here? Floating losses are essentially unrealized profits or losses. I mean, unrealized losses. So, because of ongoing trades, your capital is stuck, in a negative trade. And so, if you close that trade, it means you're going to lose money. Now, everyone is coming to, we're getting things like this because we want to make profit. If you trade manually, what you do is you enter a trade and your goal is to close that trade in profit. So it's really about making profits. Now, on Tafabot, what has been my experience? I signed on 10 days ago, 10th of May. And if I come here to look at my transaction profits, it tells me I have made a total of $86 in profit. Now, this is the Tafabot app saying I've made profit. Um, Tafabot is sold as a crypto bot that can trade both sides of the market. And you join the presentations, they're saying even a novice can make money with this. It's trading both sides, there are no losses. There's a gentleman, one of the top leaders, Chawa. Let's just check that. There's this gentleman, he's currently the biggest trader on Tafa, okay? And he's always talking about no losses, no losses. Their management team, Dr. Ovo, they promoted this as no losses. And I kept asking, how about floating losses, which is typical, which is usually the problem with crypto trading bots? And they just keep singing the song, no losses. If let's just open their presentation. um it says, so how can we earn more money? It's simple. Follow these three steps: sign up, set up, and make money. So essentially, they're saying all you need to do is pay for the app, pay for the license, set up your account, and you start making money. Profits start rolling in. Well, has that been the case? So on my account, it says I've made $86 profit. That's what you see here. Um, but what is the true state of things? Let's go over to Binance so that you can see exactly if I've made profit, or if I'm if I'm better off or worse off than when I first started. So I started this account with $400, and you see here that my balance is 375. That means I am $25 down. So that means I'm worse off than when I first started this. Now my wallet balance says 461, meaning that I've made $61 in profit. But here you will see that there is a total unrealized floating loss, well, that's the P&L, of minus 85. So it's made $61 profit, but I've got current losses of minus 85 going by the trades that are still ongoing. So if I were to close these ongoing trades, I would incur that loss. Okay, so a loss of 85, but I've made a profit of 61, and so that's why my net balance will be 376. Do you see that? So there are, these are the ongoing trades. Cover minus 12, render minus 2, minus 37 on render, AGIX minus 5 and minus 18, Lina minus 8 and minus 0.39. Okay, now, so if let's look at the profit and loss analysis on Binance. So Binance says I've made $67 in profit, even though Tafa says I've made 86. I wonder what's responsible for that difference. I know that Binance charges fees on every transaction, but I wonder also if it's this high because maybe there's a profit split between Binance and Tafa. That is not that's a possibility. Brokers, have all these kind of deals that they, do with people who are bringing volume to their platform. So that's not impossible. So on the Tafa app, it says I've made 86, but the true state of things on Binance is I've made 67. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I cannot withdraw this profit because I've got floating losses that exceed my profit. Now, a few days ago, the management team came out with a video and said these floating losses were actually floating profit. And I thought that was ridiculous and an insult to the intelligence of a lot of us who have been in this industry for a long time. How can something be negative and you call it a profit? A profit. If it's negative, it's a loss. Okay, when you have an ongoing trade and your numbers are in positive, it's green and there's a plus. That's your floating profit. When you close the trade, it becomes a realized profit. So this is a floating loss and not a floating profit. So I thought it was really disingenuous, and I thought it was a lack of integrity and a lack of transparency for that video to have been produced in the first place, calling it a floating profit. That will only deceive people who have no experience of crypto, but I think that was wrong. I think that the management owes us an apology. Maybe they're still trying to get things right. I signed on in hopes that this would work. And it's majorly because I've got a lot of people that I want to help, with this product. Um, you know, Personally, I use forex trading bots. I've got a forex trading bot that delivers 15% to 30% profit, and it's been doing very well now for almost a year. We're in the 11th month of use, and it's been a positive experience. Unfortunately, the barrier to entry is so high. The cheapest sign-on fee, to pay for the bot is $300, even though it's a one-time lifetime thing. So it's $300 to pay for it. For people who live in the West, you can easily afford 300. But in Nigeria, many people cannot afford the $300 sign up fee. So when I heard that Tafa Bot was doing well and it was $100 to sign on, I felt the barrier to entry was lower. And so if it was indeed delivering profits, in fact, there was so much hype. 20% profits in a day, 40% profits in a day, 100% profits in a day. And I thought to myself, if it's just $100 to sign on, and you need also $100 minimum capital, then this can help a lot of people make money. And so I decided, let me test it myself, and so this has been my experience. The other thing that I need to mention is the fact that even though with Tafabot, after 11 days, I am not in a better position than when I first started. Okay, that's the truth of the true state of things. Tafabot takes their profit upfront on every transaction. So there's something they call a gas fee or a fuel fee. Let's come back to the app. Okay, so on every profit they make, they want a 10% commission. But because they have no access to your capital, You have to make an advanced deposit onto their platform. So they create a wallet where you deposit. Um, so this is my current fuel balance or gas fee. But let me just show you what I've deposited. Okay, good. So here you see that I deposited $25 here, which is the minimum gas fee that you must provide on their platform before their app will start to take trades on your account. So I deposited $25 on the 10th, and then on the 11th, I added $10. So making $35 that I deposited as fuel fees. So it has to be an advanced deposit that you put on their into their wallet, and then their trades will begin to be made on your account. So I put in 35, and my current oops excuse me, my current balance is 26, meaning they've taken out 8 point something. Now this, I don't think this is fair, because on my account, I'm not I'm not in a better place than when I first started. Okay? But because they take out their own 10% on each trade, it doesn't matter if at the end of the month you are in a net minus. They've taken their profits. So it's not win-win. It totally pays them. And so that means if I make a profit of $10 today, they take out $1. But if tomorrow I make a loss of $100, what then happens? You've already taken out your profit from the first day, and I'm now in a net loss. So that's not a fair system, you know. And I say that because my forex deals, for example, they take their profit split at the end of the month. So you trade for a month, what's the return at the end of the month, and then only then do you now demand a profit split. But if today is a good day, if there are 5 good days in the month, and then there are 25 bad days, you haven't given me a good deal. However, you've already charged me for the 5 good days when you left me worse than you met me. I don't think that's just. I don't think that's fair. I hope that, but everybody has a right to run their system the way they want. I'm only showing you exactly how it is. I'm telling you exactly how it is, so that if you're comfortable with this arrangement, you can go ahead and do it. But people need to know exactly the true state of things with Tafabot. These are the things that nobody will tell you on the presentation. All they're going to say is that nobody has access to your capital. There are no losses here. But this has been my experience. I'm hoping that this changes before the month ends, so that I can have confidence to share with other people. Unfortunately, one person already signed on, but I decided I wasn't going to sign on anybody else until I watched. Until now, if this doesn't turn around, I'll just count my losses. But I'm doing this video so that you can know exactly what this is, and make up your mind, being better armed with information. Thank you for watching. I hope this hasn't gone on too long. I'm going to end it now. Bye bye.